The multiple streams queen. Thank you for coming to my town.
You're welcome.
My city.
It's beautiful.
The only reason why you were able to come to Tampa is because, and you fill in the blank.
I'm living out my dreams. I'm free.
What were you doing in Jacksonville?
Setting up turnkey units for some of our clients. Essentially, we take all of the hard work out of it for them. They're busy, they're working, they don't have time to call properties, vet properties, visit them, and so we do all of that hard work for them. We do the research to find the properties. We're calling the properties. We do the application, and we make sure the lease is, in the best interest of our clients. We go and furnish it, we take pictures, and we list it on whatever short-term rental platforms so they can make some passive, easy money.
So it's not just Airbnb platform?
No. VRBO, there's Furnish Finders, Booking.com. I have been working with my clients to get direct contracts with wherever their niche is. So figuring out their business model, and then they can go and try to get some direct clients too.
What is like the average turnover time? Let's say I wanted an Airbnb. I'm busy. I don't have time to start one. I reach out to you and I say, hey, listen, Danny, I would love to have a turnkey Airbnb business. What is the time frame between the time I reach out to you and to the time I get my first booking?
30 to 90 days.
Okay.
90 days is the max, because we're working to try to put your money to work for you.
Okay.
So 90 days is the max.
Okay. So in 90 days after contacting you, I will have a turnkey. Do you have a management company that manages these Airbnbs?
Yes.
Or so I could do that as well?
Yep.
Is that part of the package or is that extra?
It's extra.
Okay.
It's separate because
But
everybody
it's an
doesn't want it. It's an
It's
option.
an option. It's an option. Now, what if I wanted an Airbnb? Now, I just got back from Dubai. I was going to ask you that.
I'm going to go over there and we're going to figure it out for you.
Listeners don't know this, that you struggle. You really struggle whether or not you wanted to leave your job and go full-time into entrepreneurship. What did that look like at the time?
Whew. Okay. So it was last year. I took a travel assignment, and I had to make a decision on whether or not I was going to quit my full-time job. And so I knew that the numbers made sense for me to be in California working, but I was scared. I was comfortable. Even though I hated my job, I hated it. I would have to talk myself into going into that job every day. But I think I was just comfortable, and I was just fighting it. And I prayed, and I listened, and I was obedient. And I just did it. I did it scared. I didn't know what entrepreneurship looked like for me, but God told me, I got you. Leave the job. And so I left, and I have not been disappointed.
Maybe it was 4 to 6 months after you left your job. You were contemplating on going back to work.
I was.
Why?
Because I was still struggling with entrepreneurship. I was just like, even though God got me, I was like, well, maybe I could just go back and still make a little extra money. And I was on a call with you, on an accountability call, and you were telling us your story. And it hit me. It was like, Danielle, you telling God that God's promise to you is not good enough. And I'll never forget, I pulled over my car, and I called one of my friends, and I was just crying. As I started to turn my car back around to drive back home, I got a phone call from one of the property managers and was offering me to reserve units in their new building that they're building.
Just like that. You were on your way to go interview or do some kind of test for a new job. You were on an accountability call. You heard my story. You pulled over. You was like, no, I'm not going to do this. And then in that moment, you get a call, and then you get access to how many properties?
Literally hundreds of apartments. We are making a reservation for whatever we want. So we getting first dibs on a property before it's even built.
What does that tell you about God, number one, your faith, number two, and just believing and just walking, just going for what it was your initial thought, I want to do this entrepreneurship, but then you second guess yourself.
Yep. Be obedient. Whatever the vision is and whatever God is leading you to do and telling you to do, just do it. Don't worry about how things are going to happen, how it's going to unfold, or, how that looks for you. Just do it. Take action and God will do the rest. But you have to be obedient.
You do. You do. How does that make you feel as a mentor when you're pouring everything that you've done, you have a blueprint, and you're giving it to people, but they're not willing to do the work? How does that make you feel as a mentor?
It's a struggle because I want people to be successful. Not only, the fact that you spent your money, but I'm giving you my all. I'm giving you everything that you can take and you can hit the ground running to do what I've done, or do better than what I've done. But to have people just sit on it, it's just like it's a struggle because you want people to win, but they have to want to win.
Look in the camera, and I want you to talk to the nurse who is at the bedside, who wants entrepreneurship. She has it in her. She's taking courses. She's invested a whole bunch of money, but she's afraid to take a leap. I want you to talk to her.
You have to do it. You have to do it. I know you're tired of being at the bedside, short-staffed, understaffed, underappreciated. You're tired of missing moments with your family. Do it now. You're never going to get time back. It don't matter how much you pay anybody. You have to do it now. And you got to really figure out your why. Whether that's your kids, just your freedom, figure out your why and what it is that you want to do. And I promise you, if you take action, like it's limitless possibilities. But do it scared. Stop waiting till tomorrow. Stop waiting till next year. Don't talk about, I got to put my kids through school. Go ahead and do it. Let them be your reason for you to just push through. But you can do it. You got to believe it and you have to want it. But you can do it.
Are you mentoring? What do you have going on right now where you can help other people?
So yes, I do have a mentorship.
Okay.
It is we're kind of restructuring it, but I do work with people in a group setting to help them get started, and we go into more in depth on the blueprint on how they can get started.
I heard, I always hear things from little birdies. Little birdies always come by and talk to me. But I heard that you teach a little more than just Airbnb in your mentorship. So they're going to get a lot.
They are.
Okay.
They are. Because my goal for them is to kind of get off of Airbnb. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Multiple streams?
Multiple streams. Show them other businesses related to Airbnb that they can start, and then how to go directly to their target audience.
Okay.
And get some contracts and get people in their places.
Awesome. So how often do you run your memberships, or what do you have?
So I have a master class that is coming up the end of the month.
What, end of February?
February,
okay.
Sorry. The 26th and the 27th. But then maybe I'm working on trying to do another challenge. My schedule is so crazy. We're going to do another challenge in March. I haven't figured out the dates, but I have a wait list that people can join.
So how can they join the masterclass?
It's linked right in my bio.
Or below. I'll link it below. Okay.
I have a link that they can join the masterclass. Or if they want to stay up to date on anything, text me Airbnb at 33777. So
AIRBNB to 33777.
Yes.
Okay. To stay up to date with everything you have going on, or any new classes, courses, ebooks, things like that. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.